In this video, what we are going to see, before that, you have to subscribe my channel and then share among your friends. Okay, and watch the video completely so that you will never miss anything new which I say in this middle of the videos. Okay, and then let us start the session with the brain gym. Why we should do brain gym all the time? Because before you learn something new, okay, you have to focus. Okay, your concentrating power should be there for at least 20 minutes. So in order to focus in your lessons or any concepts, okay, if you do this brain gym, it will be very helpful for you, so that it will be there in your memory forever. See, you can complete your school, you can complete your college, but the thing which you learn in your daily life, the education will never end, okay, till the end of your life. Come, let's do the brain gym, okay?
One, two, three, four, and five, six, seven, eight.
Children, I have posted many videos in your class 10, like nervous system, genetics, okay? So please go to that links also, so which I will be sharing in the first comment also. You can click those videos and then you can watch just for a revision, okay? No, I am not saying completely to watch my video and learn. My videos will help you. That's what I'm telling you. I have shared all those previous videos links in the first comment. Please kindly go and check and watch those videos also for your better improvement. So here we are going to see about the assertion and reasoning question for the human heart structure. So which I have posted in the last video. I'm very happy that many people have viewed that video. I think that video was very useful to you people. Okay, so this question, no, I have selected only basic simple questions related to the human heart, children. So don't think that very simple questions only she is selected. Okay, so for the better improvement, for your better learning, so you can take this as a simple assertion and reasoning question that will be very helpful for you to face the exam. Okay, come, let us see the questions one by one, children, and with the explanation and answers also. So the first question will be, valves in the heart prevent backflow of blood. That's the assertion. And the reasoning is, valves are present in the atria and the ventricles of the heart. So the explanation for this assertion and reasoning question number one would be, the valves are preventing the backflow of the blood. Yes, it's correct. The assertion statement is correct. Whereas the reason statement which they have given is incomplete here. Why? Because valves are present between the atrium and the ventricle, and also between the exit of the ventricle and the aorta and pulmonary artery also. So the valves are present in three areas, like tricuspid valves and then bicuspid valves and the pulmonary artery valve and the aorta valve, isn't it? So the reason is incomplete. Both the statements are true, but the reason given here is incomplete. Next, coming to the second question, the assertion statement is, in the human heart, there is no mixing of oxygenated or deoxygenated blood. Okay, and the reason statement is, valves are present in the heart which allow the blood in one direction. So, what could be the explanation here? The human heart has four chambers. Okay, the right and the left atrium, the right and the left ventricle. Okay, and then these four chambers are separated by a septum in between. Okay, so the intermixing of the oxygenated and deoxygenated blood will not happen here, isn't it? But what the reason they have given, valves are present in the heart, they prevent the backflow. Okay, so they will not allow the backflow of the blood. They allow the blood to flow in one direction only. Okay, so the reason and the assertion are true, but the reason is not the correct explanation of the assertion statement, isn't it? And the third assertion statement is, the human heart is a four chambered organ. The reason, the four chambers prevent the mixing of the oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. So the question is similar to the second question, I think so. So let me explain now. So the explanation here will be both assertion and the reason are true. They are telling the correct explanation. So the human heart, we already know there are four chambers, two atria and two ventricles, isn't it? So this separation is very essential for the maintenance of the separation of oxygenated and the deoxygenated blood, so that the blood circulation will be more effective and efficient, I think. So the answer will be both A and R, that is assertion and reason, are true, and the R is the correct explanation of the assertion. And the next assertion statement is the muscular walls of the ventricles are thicker than those of atria. Reason, ventricles need to pump blood to all parts of the body. Yes, of course, the muscular walls of the ventricles should be thicker. When I explained in my previous video itself, I told you that they should be very thick because they have to pump the blood to the aorta and the artery. Okay, so the pulmonary artery will take to the lungs for purification, whereas the aorta will carry the purified oxygenated blood to all parts of the body. So that both the ventricles, no, both right and left side ventricles should be having more thick walls compared to the atrium. Yes, so that both the assertion as well as the reason statements are correct. R is the correct explanation of the assertion. And the last assertion statement is the human heart is myogenic, and the reason given here is heart's rhythmic contractions are initiated and regulated by the sinoatrial node. So the both the statements are correct here because the heart muscles are known as the myogenic muscles. They only will initiate the contraction. Contraction means the heart muscle will constrict, will shrink, and it will relax. Shrink and relax. The relaxation is dilation. So here the sand which is present in the right atrium, okay, it's play a major role. It only will regulate the electrical impulse in the heart, so that the heart will contract and it will pump the blood to the ventricle. So the sand is play a major role. So here the myogenic means that the heart muscles itself can initiate contraction. Yes, the sand also known as the pacemaker, they are the cells present in the right atrium. They are the group of cells, specialized cells. So they only cause the heart contract and to pump the blood. So both the statements are correct. Assertion and the reason are the correct statement. So the reason is the correct explanation of the assertion. Once you learn, once you complete one concept, for example, human heart itself, I'm telling. So you have completed and you have grasped all the points, then it's in your memory. Now you have to test yourself, self evaluate. Okay, how to test evaluate? So you can collect the questions and you can write a question paper on your own. Yeah, you can set the timing and you can sit at home itself and set the timings. Okay, in that time duration, check whether you are able to complete the question paper and then whether all the concepts are there in your memory, so that it will be very useful for you to improve yourself in the learning process. It could be a model examination also for you. Okay, see, in my days, no, in my early days in class 10 and all, 11, 12 and all, teachers used to say that you can sit yourself in house itself, you can take a paper and pen and write and see what are all the that is concepts you have learned so far in the 20 minutes, and you can self judge yourself, self evaluate yourself before the examination. Okay, so you need not what to say scared, or you need not panic about the examination. Okay, children, so make it simple. Whatever you learn, no, it is for your betterment, you can say. You don't take it as an hard one. You learning means what? It's very very hard, very tough. Don't take things in a difficult manner. Take all the things in a simple way. Okay, so that it will be useful for you to write or face the exam, no, with no fear. Now let us see the simple true or false questions. The left ventricle pumps deoxygenated blood. Is this assertion true or false? Why? Can you give the answer for this, children? So my answer for this question will be false. Okay, why? Because the left ventricle will pumps the oxygenated blood to the aorta. Yes, so the answer is false. The left ventricle pumps the oxygenated blood to the body. Where the deoxygenated blood come and collect, it is through the right atrium, and the right atrium will pump the deoxygenated blood to the right ventricle. This right ventricle will pump the blood to the lungs for the exchange of gases through the pulmonary artery. Okay, so recollect all those concepts before you answer any question, children. And coming to the next question, the septum separates the left and right sides of the heart. Is this assertion true or false? Why? So just recollect there is a septum in the heart, no? So that septum will separate the right and left side so that it will prevent the mixing of the blood. Okay, so the answer will be true for this question, I think. Let us discuss the answer. So look at this picture. I have mentioned the septum in this heart structure. So there is a red line, no, which shows the septum. So this septum only will separate the right side and the left side of the heart. Okay. So the statement which has given here is the true statement. The septum is the one which separates the right and left side of the heart, isn't it? The following question is: arteries always carry oxygenated blood. Is this assertion true or false, children? Arteries usually carry oxygenated blood. That's correct only. But there is an exception, no? Pulmonary artery will carry the deoxygenated blood from the right ventricle to the lungs for the exchange of gases, isn't it? Hence, the answer will be false here. Yes? So, most arteries carry oxygenated blood. The pulmonary artery carries deoxygenated blood from the heart to the lungs. Coming to the next question, the heartbeat is controlled by the brain. Is this assertion true or false? Why? My answer for this question will be false because the heartbeat, no, which is controlled by the SAN, which is the sinoatrial node that is present in the right atrium. So, which is a natural pacemaker that only controls the heartbeat. So, the statement which has given is the false statement. And the next is the right atrium receives oxygenated blood from the body. Is this true or false? My answer for this is false because the right atrium receives the deoxygenated blood from the other parts of the body through the superior and the inferior vena cava. So the statement here is given as a false statement because the right atrium receives the deoxygenated blood from the body. Next, we will move to the next assertion. The mitral valve is located between the right atrium and the right ventricle. Is this assertion true or false? Why? What do you mean by the mitral valve, children? It is nothing but the bicuspid valve which is located between the left atrium and the left ventricle. So the statement which has given is the false statement. Am I right? Yes, it is a false statement. The mitral valve is a bicuspid valve. It is between the left atrium and the left ventricle. Coming to the next question, the circulatory system helps in regulating body temperature. Is this statement true or false? The statement is true here because the circulatory system only will distribute the heat to the body. Hence, the statement is true. So, the circulatory system helps in regulating the body temperature. Why? By distributing the heat throughout the body. Coming to the last question, blood pressure is highest in the veins. Is this true or false, children? So the answer will be false because the blood pressure will be usually higher in the arteries only because the arteries only will pump the oxygenated blood to various parts of the body through the aorta. So the false blood pressure is highest in the arteries. Closest to the heart, children. So in this video, all the questions are very useful, I hope. And then practice these questions whenever you have time, children. Okay. And then share among your friends. We'll see you in the next video. All the very best. Thank you.